like I said, thinking of brand in a dynamic digital landscape, right? Uh, there's a term that I have coined, and I kind of feel that this is an apt term, right? It's called brand braining. Okay, and it's a certain way in which I feel that we all have to actually wire ourselves. We have to wire our brains to think brand. If we are all marketing people out here, we've got to think and we've got to understand brand in a certain sense. It needs to be hard coded into our subconscious, so that we can actually go out and do this, even if we are even if we are in deep sleep, right? Now, what does brand braining actually mean? In my opinion, it means that we maintain a certain brand discipline, we create a certain brand world, and most important is consistent. Again, the biggest mistake that I have seen in the industry by a lot of people is the fact that they are not consistent with their own brand. They're very impatient. What has happened is that they kind of think about something about their brand and they put it in the market, and they suddenly feel, oh yeah, abhi to mujhe, I'm not getting enough response, I'm not getting enough likes, the engagement is not happening, maybe consumers are not getting it properly. Well, fair, you've got to understand that, and that's the beauty of the digital platform. But also, it is important for you to actually keep creating content or keep creating any message which is consistent with your brand. Today, if you stand for something, tomorrow you cannot stand for something else. You have to be consistent about what you stand for, and find ways and means to find different cuts and nuances to be able to go out and speak about that damn same thing again on day 2, right? So be consistent. Okay, that is an extremely important thing, and this is what I called as brand braining. Yeah. Like I said, iconic brands. How are iconic brands built? If you just go back to, some of our brands that we interact with or we've heard with, these are all iconic brands, right? Just to name a few, just kind of give you an example of what these brands could be, right? Google. Every bloody second day we are on Google, right? We are kind of sitting down and searching something or the other on Google, right? What is the purpose of Google? Is Google a brand without any purpose? No. Google's purpose is actually to immediately satisfy every curiosity. That is the purpose of the brand. Okay? And that is why Google is what it is. What is the purpose of Coke? Coke says that I want to inspire moments of happiness. Okay? What is the purpose of Zara? It is to democratize fashion trends. What is the purpose of Red Bull? To energize the world. Look at these brands which are so iconic in their existence, and we interact with all these brands on a daily basis, right? They are all built on a certain very strong foundation of purpose. Okay? And this is their purpose statement, as they say, as people in their offices actually state out. So what is it that we can learn from this? It is that good brands are actually built on benefits, okay? But iconic ones are built on purpose. That's, I think, a very, very telling slide, I feel that we all get stuck in this entire thing about letting people know, acha, why am I good? What is my USP? What is the reason why you should buy me? You should, be looking at it. There's a discount. There is a, there's a never before offer, or whatever it is. We kind of go out in the market, and especially in the digital world, we kind of, get stuck into this kind of messaging a lot more. But honestly, those are only going to help you build a good brand. If we want to take our brand to an iconic status, we've got to think deeper. We've got to think, what is the core existence of our brand? Why is it that we are a brand? Why do we exist? And what is the purpose of our brand?